Hello, my name is Glenn Dyer, and you are watching a Dyer-Situation. Today I'm going to be seeing Home. It looks like a Lilo and Stitch knockoff. The trailers for it aren't very funny, or interesting, or clever, or anything. Yet it's been in theaters for over a month, so maybe there's something to it, I don't know. I'm going to see. I think it's going to blow. I was very pleasantly surprised. This movie actually opened up on a pretty interesting sequence. Basically, the aliens, this alien species, the Boov or whatever, they just totally wipe out humanity, essentially. Well, not wipe out, they call it relocate. Essentially, they just swoop in and take every human being on the planet and put them into these big, mass-produced suburbs in Australia. Can't make this shit up, except somebody did. It just baffled me. How funny it was, like, they did this in like an hour. just somehow transported every single human being on the planet over there. And then they just started rooting through our stuff and deciding what stuff to keep and what stuff to, like, I don't know, devour. Like, I think at one point one of them, like, we go to Paris and one of them was literally about to eat Starry Starry Night, the Van Gogh painting. Like, what? Well, it just makes you think, like, what the hell else did they eat? But seriously, like, those cute little aliens, they just come in and totally destroy all of our cities and take us to Australia. It's mind-boggling, but hilarious in a way, but oof, what the fuck? And it just makes me wonder, like, that they did miss our one of our main characters, yes, but did they... Who else did they miss? Or did they get almost everybody? Did they get all the ISIS members? Like, did they just suddenly get abducted and put into a suburban area? Like, granted, they wouldn't have any of their weapons with them, but would they just be cool? Did they just land there and like, okay, everybody be cool. We're cool now. Is that what happened? Or... That would have caused some major problems, you'd think, relocating 7 billion people into Australia. And I know they could fit. I know you could... If everybody was living in the same population density as New York, you could fit everyone in the county of Los Angeles. Oh no, the state of Texas. That's right. And Australia's way bigger than that. So it makes sense, but it's still hilarious. just the thoughts of that, like... You could almost make a sitcom of that, My neighbor the ISIS or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, once again, the movie was pleasantly surprisingly pleasant. Had a bit of a charm to it, although it was aimed towards younger children and not really for a full family audience. The aliens are cute little squishy creatures who actually change color for their emotions, and they're as adorable as hell, and they're naive, and they're cutesy, and they decimated humanity and destroyed all our cities, but probably my main problem with this is our main alien character called, O. Not a problem with his character himself, it's more voice actor. Whenever I hear him, and he's not on screen, like he's talking from off screen, I think, oh, Sheldon Cooper is talking. And sometimes when he's on screen, I think Sheldon Cooper is talking. And I just can't picture him without thinking of Sheldon Cooper talking into a microphone saying these words. Now, I know it's not the voice actor's fault, but maybe whether he can't do any other voice, or whether it's just because they gave him literally the same character as Sheldon Cooper, I don't know. Because they literally gave him a kind of geeky, super awkward, like socially inept guy. And he sounds exactly like Sheldon Cooper. And it's distracting for me. Maybe it won't be distracting for little kids who don't know about him, but for me, I like totally unimmersed whenever he was on screen or whenever he was talking. And he is the main character, so that's kind of a problem. But overall, it was pretty fun. Not too predictable. I did guess pretty early on that the main bad guys were probably doing that out for a misunderstanding of some sort, but I didn't manage to guess it completely and thoroughly through. So that's good. Yes, I am amused by the design of the aliens. I do like their little culture. And once again, and still find it incredibly funny just how they totally decimated humanity and went through it so playfully. You know, and it's a kid's movie, so it's being taken comedically, and it just makes you think, doesn't it? So yeah, I think I would recommend this movie, probably. Especially if you have younger kids, I think they'd enjoy it a lot. It is aimed more towards them, so don't expect any kind of masterpiece, but no, not a bad movie at all. Definitely worth checking it out. And until next time, I'm Glenn Dyer, and you have been watching A Dire Situation.